95% of all traders are not profitable. They're actually losing money. But have you ever wondered what is the main reason for this? In this video, we're gonna look into it, and most importantly, we're gonna look into ways that you can discover it for yourself if you have such problem and how to solve it. It's quite obvious for me, at least. I even did a video a few weeks ago, you can go back and watch it, that everybody in crypto that is not making money is missing one key ingredient, and that is discipline. I will just quickly show you a couple of examples and then we'll dive much deeper. But in this case, this is Carat, and I had a position from somewhere around here. So it had a false breakdown, so I entered here around 50 cents. It had a false breakout here on the upside. And according to my plan, if I see a failure of the pattern, I should sell. So first, I didn't sell here because I was hoping for much higher prices and that this would be a higher low. And then also I didn't sell here, which was my initial stop loss, although we had a very clear confirmation that this will be resistance right now. So in simple terms, I wasn't disciplined enough. And it's very easy, I think, in crypto and in general in trading to build a profitable system. It's extremely easy to have an edge in the market, in my opinion. Obviously, it could take some time. It could take years in some cases to find your own edge, but it's not that hard. You just dig down deep, you spend some time on the monitors, or you just look at other traders, look at their strategies, adjust it to yourself, and find a winning strategy. That's not the hard part. The hardest part is the execution and the follow through on every single rule that you have in place from your system. And I want to really quickly give you a quote here. Hard times create strong men create easy times, and then easy times, and this second part is the most important, easy times create weak men, and weak men create difficult times. Now, this is by G. Michael Hopf. I think this is extremely powerful, and a lot of people don't realize that currently we are in the easy times. If you have the luxury of watching this video, you're pretty much doing much better than most of the people in this world. And you're doing like 100 times better than the people that were living like 200 years ago. And we don't really realize this. And this by itself, like living in these easy times, we have extremely easy way of getting dopamine. We don't have to do anything pretty much, just open the phone. And you might say even watching this video is creating dopamine in your brain. We have most things covered. Like we all have homes, or at least most of us. And we probably have some income. We're not poor in the sense of we're struggling to find stuff to eat and we're out on the street, And by default, this means we live in very easy time, actually the easiest time in the world ever. And of course, this creates for weak men. And most importantly, I would give you the personal examples here, but you can do this self-analysis for yourself. And most importantly, if you don't take care of yourself and if you become this weak man or a woman, then you will have difficult times ahead of you. This quote was meant for, the entire human race, but I want you to kind of think about it and analyze it from your own personal life and perspective. And I'll tell you this from mine, like whenever I had hard times, I didn't have time to lose and waste and not be disciplined or whatever, because the circumstances were pressuring me. And this made me work harder and harder, which created, easy times for me, let's say, in my history when I was younger. But now, I live in easy times. I have security, job security, and, all the other things, great family and so on. So if I'm not careful, I'll be creating difficult times for myself. And I believe this is what's happening in trading. And again, as I said, I have a video specifically on digging on the mistakes I've made and why is this coming. But the discipline to become a great trader, not just an average trader, not just even a profitable trader, but a great trader, is immense. And the most important way to do this is not looking at your trading. Because I do all the analysis, I do the journaling, and I track my P&L, and why did I enter here and not there? Maybe next time I'll do this better. Maybe when we have this false breakdown, it's gonna be much more of a signal. There's another trade here on Aptos. Maybe after the CEO left, I should have closed it on the news. These are all learning experience. Yes, you gain it with time and so on. However, the discipline of executing on the knowledge that you're gaining, it's a completely different ballgame. And let me tell you why. I'm considered to be, I consider myself not to be that stupid. However, I keep doing the same mistakes over and over again in trading. And most importantly, it's like, again, with Aptos, not closing when the trade was breaking down. So I entered somewhere, I think it was here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, very clear level of invalidation. I didn't close this trade here. And same happened with Carat and Say and Crown and a bunch of other tokens, just even from the past few months. And then I needed some time to like sit down and, okay, why do you keep doing those stupid mistakes over and over again? Obviously, you have the rules. Obviously, you have your system in place. You have checklists and everything that a trader needs to have. Why the hell you keep making the same mistakes? And until recently, I didn't really found out the real reason behind it. But it all goes down not to trading, actually. It's not at all related to trading. It's more like my personal life. I want to hit you with another quote here from James Clear. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And in this case, I don't know if you've read his book, but the system he's referring to is pretty much the habits that you're building, which he calls systems, that are kind of your base level of where you fall to whenever you have hard times and so on. So because the goals are not very effective strategy. Yes, I have goals, but whatever my execution is, this will tell if I will reach my goal or not. And the execution is based on the systems that I have. And so what I was doing in my personal life for years without even realizing it is that I was cutting corners. I would say on average, I'm doing pretty well. So one field here is my personal life. So, I have friends, I try to keep social life and so on. So then on health and fitness stuff, again, I work out twice a week. I try to stay healthy, to eat better, all those basic things, sleep, go in nature, and so on, so on, so on. And then here on the third kind of a square, I have my goals that I reach to, my work, my trading, all those things that are like of higher level on the Maslow pyramid. And for example, in here within the this quadrant, let's put it, when it comes to health and fitness, I never liked going to workouts. Like, just example, just today, I have to wake up like 6-7 a.m., get up, it's still cold, it's dark, I need to get to the gym, put in a couple of hours of workouts, and then go back home, shower, and do those things. And just the mental game of, I don't really like going, but I will push myself, I will go, and I'll be like, okay, yes, I went. However, within the gym and within the workout, I would start cutting corners. So I would do a few reps less of this. I will do one exercise that it's easier for me and not the hard one that my coach is suggesting. And I'll be like falling to my, but I came to work out, so I'm doing better. So, why would I not cut a corner? It's, it's not, I'm doing well enough. This is very defining. Well enough, or I'm doing good enough. And in trading, you get punished by doing good enough because the market always finds a way to, to find all your weaknesses and all your mistakes. And the same goes with, for example, food and with showers. I try to take cold showers. I try to avoid any kinds of sweets. However, from time to time, I'm also like, I'm finding excuses. Today I'm not gonna take a cold shower because I don't know, my back hurts, or I don't think it's a good idea, or it's too cold, or all those little excuses that again brings us back to discipline. It's not a huge issue if you look into it, and if you're not doing those things, then you might be saying, oh, but you do on average, you do the cold shower. Yeah, sure, but when it comes to the execution and the consistency of it, I lack it in my life on many levels. These are just few examples that I'm showing. Sometimes I would just eat sweets just because I couldn't resist, which again is back to discipline, and all those things. And don't even get me started, I would write here on the social quadrant, but I pretty easy can get my dopamine. Like when I get up, I like to scroll through my phone. Before I go to bed, I like to scroll through my phone. Sometimes I act like I have work on my phone by checking the markets and so on, but I use this as a dopamine hit. And sometimes I don't even realize it until several minutes into scrolling. And this is not so easy to kind of find out about yourself, because it's exactly a system. It's something that is so entrenched in you as a personality, as a person that does certain things for years and years on end, that you don't even realize it's a mistake, and you don't even realize how it might affect other things in your life. Like, for example, in my case, trading. And unless you're ready to do such kind of analysis and find those gaps within your personal life, within the way you think about things, the way you do your work, if you have a proper job outside of trading, all those little things combine to the type of trader that you will be. And initially they don't even have any relationship to trade, but they do, especially when it comes to the discipline. And that's exactly why I'm so eager to share all this knowledge that I'm acquiring as I do it. I want to share with you guys the stuff that I'm finding about myself in my process of becoming better and better at trading. Because sometimes it's it's impossible even for people to find it out, just because they don't go that deep, and because a lot of the traders are just gamblers. They don't even realize it, but we're going to talk about these in different videos. So what I would suggest, if you're lacking the discipline of executing on certain levels, go back to your life, go back to whatever you do, your habits, reevaluate everything pretty much in your life. Start writing it down if you are not very good at just observing. Just write everything down, and you'll find out a lot of things that will help you improve in your trading. And so next time when you see a trigger like this one, what does it say? It doesn't matter. I was supposed to close it below this level here, but I didn't. And when I know I didn't close it, and when I start finding excuses, I can directly relate to why this has happened. And yes, I will still do those mistakes probably in the future, and probably it won't be just one or two. But now that we have the knowledge, why is this happening, I can first of all start limiting it. And then once I improve generally in my life with my discipline, in the examples that I gave with training, eating, and scrolling, and all these other stuff, automatically my brain will start executing here in the trading section much better than it used to. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen just by itself, and my body will feel wrong when it breaks a rule, just like a habit. If you don't drink your coffee, for example, in the morning, you probably feel like shit and you feel like a junkie. Well, the same goal here is to do this with being disciplined in your trading, and have those really bad feelings when you're not disciplined enough, so that you are pushed to follow the rules that you've created for yourself. That's everything for this video, guys, and I really hope it's useful. If it is, let me know, and I'll keep doing such content. See you in the next one.